Alright, last episode we talked about the governance of the hexagonal research facilities. This episode will be focused on Jervis, the holy capital of Morse. Okay, basically, Jervis is run on the idea of a special supply party. Basically, it separates society into two castes, and two castes only, the government and the governed. Now, in this case, since I'm taking heavy religious inspiration, I'm going to call the government the enlightened. Basically, they're the ones who can quote-unquote see through the eyes of society. This includes the government and the military. Then there's a separate branch called the ear, who are people who find dissenters and determine if they are fit for rehabilitation. Basically, a lesser form of the thought police of 1984. Then there are police officers called the right hand, and preachers who are basically the merchants and suppliers for Jerris. Now, the Enlightenment commands more respect, have more resources available, like entertainment, commodities, and drugs, and gets to choose their own family. The first generation will receive higher education as well, so it's basically prompting everyone to work hard and become one of the enlightened. And then there's the governed. I dub them the fools because it sounds deep. Now, here's what makes Jerris special: the ruling system. Basically, Jervis operates on the notion of socialism, but not really, but still. The nation accepts everyone, including convicted criminals, and grants them their basic needs as long as they work. That means food, shelter, security, and personal liberty. Its citizens are allowed to leave at any given time. Everyone has similar jobs. Here's where things get interesting. Jervis does not have physical or digital currency. The medium of trade is time. The longer you work, the more time you spend. The more time you spend, the more time you have. And since the currency is time, the more time you spend working, the richer you become. What's more, each person's time is stored in government archives, so there are no way for anyone to steal it apart from the government. And since all living essentials are already provided by the government, and the betterment of living conditions are solely dependent on personal effort, there are really no use for jealousy, no use for crime, since there is a far better alternative. By being a loyal German citizen for enough time, 8 to 10 years, one can ascend and become part of the enlightened. So, yeah. Oh, did I mention drugs? Yeah, drugs are given out as bonuses for hard work. Lucire, that's the eviction blood drug. The government uses it as an insurance against disobedience. And that's all for today.